Hi, welcome back. This is video 11 of The Year I Wish I Could Erase. I'm Tammy Salamone. So the date now is July 19th of 2017, and I'm going to have my first day of chemo. My husband and my mom came with me, I remember, for that first appointment, and then I have 12 straight weeks of chemo, once a week for 12 weeks. So that's the start. And I'm lucky enough that they allow me to have 2 visitors come with me for each, chemo appointment. And I really am so sorry that those of you who have gone through this for the past year and a half, I know that you've been going there alone, and I can't imagine how hard that is, and really proud of you guys for doing that, because I know that is not easy. It's so nice to have that little bit of emotional support. I see these 2 women over here, and they're talking, and they're nice enough, and they say hi, and they end up just being the most wonderful, supportive women, going through chemo themselves, of course, and so meant to be for me to be there that day and that time, or else I would have never met these wonderful people. And they are just so supportive the entire time that I have that whole year of treatment, right, that I got to keep coming back for and thinking I'm going to have some times by myself. Well, there was a couple times where I thought for sure, no one can make it. I'm going to be by myself today. And one of them would walk in just to sit there with me while I had my treatment. Wow, I'll never forget that. That meant so much to me. I have chemo every week for 12 weeks, but I also have Herceptin, which is a target immunotherapy drug, every 3 weeks for a year until I complete that year. And, I remember thinking, how am I going to get through this year? But I forgot to mention this. Throughout the whole year, I have to have an echocardiogram, and I have to have that every 3 months, because there was a chance that Herceptin, although it's such a wonderful drug that has helped women, it could also damage your heart. So for chemo, usually you would have a port put in, and a port is usually placed under your skin on the right side, and it's connected. It's a small little surgery that you have to have, and it's so that they can actually just give you your blood tests and your chemo through your port. They just hook it up through that. You have to get it flushed out every so often, and there's certain procedures for it. But I really didn't want a port. Just the thought of it kind of freaked me out. It made me feel very claustrophobic. I can't explain it, but if I could not have a port, I wanted to do that. And my oncologist let me, give it a try. And I kind of attribute that to 2 things. One, my faith in God and my prayers, and I was really praying, God, let my arm get through this, because they had to use my right arm the entire year. So we couldn't even use the left because the lymph node had been removed. So usually when that is done, they're only going to use the other arm, so the whole time. And my faith in God, and the second thing that I attribute it to is that I had been working out for many, many years before, doing strength training and lifting weights, and that is so helpful. It makes it a lot easier to access your veins. So just another great reason why you should keep working out. And today, you can look at my arm. I don't know if you can see it, but there's no scars, there's no marks. It's unbelievable that it took really a year of abuse, and it came out great. I remember one of my greatest fears was, what does chemo even feel like? The unknown, that was so unsettling to me. Am I going to get sick like that day? Am I going to throw up on the way home? They're putting poison into my veins. So I remember that was like a big part of why I was so upset about chemo, and how, was I going to feel? But ultimately, I have to tell you that the first, 6 weeks that I'm going through this, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm able to tolerate the chemo. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm trying to make sure, that I eat something, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's really not so bad. I still have my hair. So I'm 6 weeks into it, and everything is going good. I haven't felt nauseous at all. I am able to bounce right back and just go on, with my daily life. And I'm really not experiencing any side effects. Once I hit halfway, then everything kind of starts to change. And I am on Taxol for the chemo. I was tolerating Taxol pretty well, but I hit that halfway mark and suddenly I am waking up in the morning and I am showering and these huge clumps of my hair are falling out. And you just can't stop it. I mean, your pillowcase is covered in the morning, and in the shower, you have the size of like a small animal. It's very disturbing and upsetting, and there's just no way to explain how difficult that is, knowing that all of your hair is eventually falling out. So stay tuned, and I'll let you know what happens after that. And I appreciate you being here so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.